Hello guys, welcome back to BMTV. Back again with another one, and yeah, in this one we'll be talking about why I chose the I30N over the other cars. Let's go. Starting with the Hyundai I30N, the retail price is $779, and for that price you don't have to pay for any optional extra. Up next we have the BMW 128 Ti, which retails for $765,259. There's extras that you have to pay for, like the deluxe package for 35,700 Rand, which gives you park assist, a sunroof and telephone connectivity, and then the 19-inch rims, which cost 11,000 Rand extra, and the leather seats, which are also 19,300 Rand extra. And lastly, we have the VW Golf 8 GTI, which retails for 744,200 Rands. There's a lot of optional extras that you can add. I've only managed to fit in a few in that box. There's also adaptive cruise control, which is 12,000 Rand, park assist with distance control, which is 6,600 Rand, rear view camera system, which is 500 Rand, on top of the list that you're already seeing there. So when it comes to pricing, the Hyundai beats everyone. As you guys can see, there's the totals right there. When it comes to performance, the I30N is number one with 206 kilowatts and 292 newton meters, with a 0 to 100 time of 5.4 seconds and a top speed of 250 kilometers an hour. The 128 Ti comes up with 180 kilowatts, 380 newton meters of torque and 6.3 seconds to 100 and a top speed of 243 kilometers an hour. And then lastly we have the Golf GTI, which has the same power as the 128 Ti, 180 kilowatts, less torque with 370 newton meters and less 0 to 100 of 6.4 seconds and a top speed of 250 kilometers an hour. As it can be seen from the numbers, the I30N wipes the floor with both cars. As everyone would say, looks are subjective, so I may see this car as beautiful than the other one and someone else may see it differently, so I'm not gonna comment much on the looks, but we can see from the exhaust pipes there on top who is the king. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. But all the cars look nice, they look beautiful, they all look great, so that's all I can say in terms of the looks. When it comes to sound, the sound of the I30N exhaust beats the Golf 8 GTI and the 128 Ti without you doing any modifications to the pipes and all those things. So hands down, the I30N takes the cab. Listen. So as you guys know, I create a lot of videos for YouTube, for Instagram and for TikTok. So when you look at the Golf 8 GTI and the BMW 128 Ti, there's already quite a number of people creating content based on those cars. So when I did my research and I looked through TikTok, YouTube and Instagram, there wasn't a lot of South Africans that were posting this car or having a lot of content with the I30N. So on my side, it would be a opportunity for me to create content, because I'll be one of the very few that have this car and that can be able to create content using this car, and then I'll build a following around this car, because not a lot of people know this car or even like the car. Everyone looks at the Hyundai and they're like, it's Chinese or it's Korean or whatever they always say, especially these guys that are into German cars, and some of them forget that all the German cars that they are praising or that they are talking about, the parts are all coming from where? From China. All of these things are made in the same place, but that's a topic for another day. So that's one of the reasons that also contributed to me choosing the I30N. Okay, most of you guys have accused me of not being loyal to VW, and unfortunately I'm not a brand loyalist guy. I'm not going to be loyal to a brand and all those things. So whenever I'm choosing something, I compare it with other things. If whatever comes out tops, it's the one that I'm going to choose. So in this regards, I'm not going to be loyal to VW because it's VW. I chose Hyundai because when I was comparing it to VW and to BMW, it was superior. It may not have the greatest interior, it may not have the best fuel consumption, but for what I was looking at, the Hyundai won. So this thing of being loyal to brands, we must stop it. We must just stop. In conclusion, I came up with a system of rating this cars to a total of 50. So coming up in number 1 was the Hyundai I30N. As you guys can see, performance I gave it a 10 because it's faster than both cars. Exterior I gave it a 9 because it's very nice and sexy. Interior I gave it a 6 because it doesn't have the best interior when you're comparing it with the other two. And then on safety systems I gave it an 8 because everything that has to do with safety systems comes as standard. And then the pricing I gave it a 10 out of 10 because it's the cheapest out of the two cars. So in total it gets 43 points, which makes it a winner, which is how I ended up choosing the i30N. In number 2 we have the BMW 128 Ti. For performance I gave it a 7. It's not really that fast, but it is fast, so I gave it a 7. The exterior, it also looks good, very nice, it's sexy like the Hyundai i30N. There isn't much to say there. And then on the interior side, it's very good, it's great, it's even better than the i30N. It's better than most cars, I would say. The quality is very good, everything is top notch. When it comes to safety systems, it doesn't really have a lot compared to the other cars, so that's why I gave it a rating of 7. And then on pricing I gave it a 6 because it's also like 800 and something thousand, and there's a lot of optional extras that you have to add to it. So it comes up with a total score of 37. Coming in last, we have the VW Golf 8 GTI. I can already imagine the VW fanboys in the comments telling me how wrong I am with this rating, but this is my rating, so it is what it is. So on performance I gave it a 7. It's exactly similar to the BMW 128 Ti. The exterior I gave it an 8. It looks good, but it's not, compared to the i30N and the 128, I think it's a bit less. Doesn't look scary, it doesn't look sexy. It is nice, but it's acceptable. So on the interior side I gave it an 8. The interior is solid, similar to the BMW. VW have taken a step up, their interior is quite good. And then on safety systems I gave it a 6. The reason I gave it a 6 is because all the safety systems don't come as standard. You have to pay an extra amount, which means you have to pay a lot of optional extras to get all the safety systems, which then influenced their pricing, and it made me give it a 5 because you have to pay about 120 something thousand worth of optional extras for this car, which I think it's really not great. Most of the stuff should come as standard, but it is what it is. So the total for the VW is 34 points. So as you guys can see, looking at these cars and looking at the rating system I came up with, I may be wrong on my side. You can give me your ratings in the comments about how you would rate the cars, but this is how I would rate them on my side, which is how I ended up going for the i30N and buying it. As you guys can see, this is even the reason I made this video. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments if I'm wrong with this rating or if I'm wrong with my choice and all those things, and let me know what are your thoughts on the 3 cars. To everyone that got up to this far and watched the video, I appreciate you so much. Please drop a like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, share it with your friends. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you very much. I'm signing out. GG's. Cheers. Bye.